Hello and welcome. I'm Elizabeth, and today I'm going to be giving you like a Victorian home, French country spring decor tour. I hope that wasn't too much, but I'm basically just going to take you around some rooms in my home and show you the decor that I have up right now for spring. And also I'm doing a lot of like French country right now. So if you're looking for inspiration for spring decor with a lot of vintage mixed in, that touch of French country, then I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so we're gonna start in the living room. And I will show you this piece here. I just picked this up yesterday from Hobby Lobby. It's a really nice, weathered, aged looking bird cage. They did a great job making it look authentically old. So I just stuck a thrifted picture in there with some pops of blue. It looks nice and old. And then some baby's breath coming out the top. I thought the touch of baby's breath would be a nice nod to spring. And then over here on my bookshelf, I added some little birds. I've been adding lots of touches of wildlife, birds, rabbits, things like that for spring. So this is actually a print off flash card, a vintage flash card, and I have this available at my Etsy shop, and I just placed it in this little cloche here. I'll leave a link for my Etsy shop in the description below. Okay, and then this bookshelf is very dressed up for spring. I have some more birds. This is another little DIY that I did. I just found a graphic that I liked and I printed it off on some just brown packing paper and then ripped the sides and placed it in a thrifted frame. I think it turned out really cool. Okay, and more birds. These were also thrifted and I painted them to look more like swans. And then these pieces here, these are two separate pieces that I found on different occasions. This one here came off the back of a chair and I just painted it with some milk paint to bring out all the details. Popped some faux peonies in there that I got off of Amazon. I'll try and link those too because I think these are gorgeous. I love peonies. And this little fun alcove, I just have a cloche that I kind of made. I found this piece here thrifting, painted it. It was like gold, and stuck a flameless candle in it. If you guys are looking for flameless candles, I will link my favorites in the description below. All right, I'll go into the living room. Just keeping it nice and bright in here so that the contrast of the woodwork will really pop off of all the light decor pieces that I have. This rug is also from Amazon. I will link it for you. I absolutely love this rug. It's a beautiful vintage looking rug. The only thing is do not get it wet because it does mat up and it will kind of look stained. So as long as you can figure out how to clean it dry, I would say definitely get it. But if you have like kids that are gonna spill on it and you need to spot clean, definitely don't buy this rug. Okay, and up here, there's another thrifted little shelf here that was gold and I painted it. And I love, love, love topiaries. They are my absolute favorite. I can never have enough of them. And these are my all-time favorite that I've ever found. And I actually found these on Amazon, surprise, surprise. So I will link them for you. Every time I check, they have been, I think 40 or 50% off. So I had to get two, and I have not changed my fireplace mantle ever since I put these up because I love them so much. And I did paint the pots. I think they were black, so I just painted them with some chalk paint. And here are those flameless candles. They are my favorite. Okay, and then above my TV here, I just kept it simple. Again, some more topiaries and a frame that I found at an antique store that I painted. It was like a dark gold, and I painted it so that it would kind of match this frame here since they're across the room from each other. I just added some lampshades that I found on Amazon, so I'll go ahead and link those if you guys are looking for something like that. Okay, and here is the hutch in my living room. I recently just thrifted this encyclopedia and the swan. I have out some eggs for spring, for Easter. Some little bird's nests with some eggs. This bunny, of course. He was a great thrift find. And some pictures displayed that I've also thrifted. And then these are really cool. These hat boxes I found at an antique store, and I painted them, and I created these French merchant labels, and I just transferred them on with some Mod Podge. So I have a ton of these available in my Etsy shop that I will link below, and I even have a tutorial on how to apply them. It's super easy, and I just love adding them to my decor pieces. Really gives them a nice French vintage, French country look. Okay, and then my sofas are from IKEA. They're just love seats. And again, I have some more pops of blue to bring in the French country feel. These pillows here are new, and they are from Amazon, and I absolutely love I think it's called toil, the pattern on them. So I will link these for you. I believe they even have curtains in the same pattern. The birds are singing today. It definitely feels more like spring. Takes a long time here in Michigan for spring to finally decide to make its appearance. And this is what we're using for a coffee table right now. It's just an old trunk that I got in a flea market for $1, and I painted it with some Dixie Belle chalk paint and fluff. This is a really cute little wire basket that my mom gave me. It was teal, and again, I just painted it with some chalk paint and my second favorite Dixie Belle color, which is buttercream. And then I add some antiquing wax to it to give it some age. Over here next to my fireplace, I just have a shelf that I thrifted quite a long time ago, and this was when I was doing more mid-century modern decor in my other home. But I just painted it white, and it kind of just blends into the wall, but I really like displaying all my little brass candlesticks on here. And then over here is a piece that I thrifted and painted. And we added a hole into the top so that I could put a flameless candle in there. Or you could put some flowers or something if you make the hole a little deeper, but it's just a leg to an old chair that I found. I love finding these architectural pieces when I go out. I'm always looking for them because you can do so many cool things with them. And then down here next to my couch, just have a thrifted tray that I absolutely love. It's the perfect color. And then this thrifted little urn wire basket that I absolutely love. and another flameless candle. Okay, so now we are in my dining room, and this room hasn't changed a whole lot for spring, but I did add some pops of purple, and I did that with these thrifted frames. This thrifted art, I think they are beautiful. I was so happy to find these. And I stuck them in this plate rack. Kind of a different way to display them. But I love adding the lavender touches with all the greens that I have in here. Those are just perfect complementary colors to each other. And here is my bust. I love her. She is beautiful. I found her at TJ Maxx. One of my favorite things, even though it wasn't thrifted. And then I grabbed this lavender plant from Hobby Lobby. Love that. It looks so realistic, and I think it is just perfect on top of her there. So in my dining room, like I said, I just have a lot of green. This is kind of like my secret garden room. So I like to add a lot of moss in here. And this was something that I DIY'd. I just found a half round piece of foam and some moss from Hobby Lobby, and then I just hot glued it on. And I put it in this gorgeous thrifted ironstone soup tureen. Absolutely love that. That was an exciting find. All right, so here's just a little mini chalkboard that I thrifted, and I added some flowers on there. And then I also found this old calendar wood piece here, and I stuck that on there. It's officially April. There's a gorgeous picture that I found at my local antique store. And then a thrifted plant inside. Another thrifted pitcher. I like to keep my wooden spoons in here. So then over here is probably where I have the most spring decor. I love, love, love this little chick and bunny salt and pepper shaker. Those were thrifted recently. This little Easter basket piece was also a part of that bag full of calendar pieces that I just thrifted. Lots of touches of plants and green. This was at Hobby Lobby, this little olive tree plant. And look at this little chick cookie cutter. I love him. I found him at my local antique store recently. And over here, I just have some little, I think maybe they're supposed to be herbs. These were from the Target dollar spot. I love them. Sadly, they sold out so fast, but I'm glad I grabbed at least a couple when I saw them the first time. And then behind our door to the laundry room, I just have a little peg rack here and some teapots, or not teapots, but teacups, and a little creamer with some baby's breath. That was my little touch of spring there. Here in our downstairs bathroom, I added these cute little figurines, a little duck and squirrel into this little display shelf. And then they have a goose in here sitting on more of that moss. And then I added some of this stem, this greenery here from Hobby Lobby in my little bucket. Okay, so now we are in my foyer, and let me show you what I've done in here for spring and like a French country look. I'll start over here with this little dresser. This is a new purchase that I got at an antique store for 50% off. I love it. It's beautiful. So up here, of course, I have some topiaries. Those were thrifted. But I just added a little bunny inside of this cloche. And he's from the Target dollar spot. He's a little hard to see just because the glass on that cloche is so ornate. And some birds, and I have them up, their little bird nest here up on this riser. Here next to the door, we have a lot more spring going on. In this basket, I put these beautiful hydrangea stems from Hobby Lobby. I love these, they are so beautiful. And they go perfect in this hanging basket. Have some rabbits up here that I found at a yard sale last year. Again, another one of those topiaries from Target, and a little pop of green with some drawers. Then over here is a piece that I thrifted and painted. And I just put some baby's breath, again from Hobby Lobby. Simple and delicate. Come summer, I will add a lot more like flowers, blooming flowers, and probably add more color. But for spring, I like to keep the colors still pretty soft and muted.